Believe it or not, there's this one overlooked organ in our body that's keeping you away from cancer. Yes, you heard that right. This heroic organ keeps you tumor free. Just imagine this: you're doing everything by the book to get that radiant, picture perfect health, but you still get sick for completely unknown reasons. Well, chances are you've been ignoring this tiny but mighty organ that's been recently discovered by scientists to actually fight off cancer cells. Stay tuned, more on that later. As awesome as it sounds, you might be thinking, then why do people get cancer? Well, unfortunately, just like how we were worn down by our economy, just kidding, this tiny organ starts shrinking as you age, making you more vulnerable to diseases. But not to worry, because today you'll learn how this organ fights off not just one, but two other cancer-related diseases, and we'll show you exactly how you can stimulate this tiny organ so you're disease-free and cancer-free 24/7. So what is this organ really, and where is it located? Have you guessed it right? The tiny organ that has saved your life many times is none other than the thymus gland. How many of you guessed it right? As Dr. Eric Berg explains,
training center for your immune cells, specifically the T cells, which stand for thymus cells. Beneath your breastbone, right on top of the heart, not to be confused with your thyroid, which is a little bit higher up right here.
thymus is directly responsible for homeostatic cellular immunity, which controls and prevents cancer and tumors. A shocking 2023 study led by American researchers revealed that patients who had their thymus removed were twice as likely to develop cancer within 5 years of surgery. What's scarier is that researchers observed that cancer which developed within 5 years after thymus removal is more aggressive. Harvard University oncologist David Scotton said in an interview, "We discovered that the thymus is required for health. If it isn't there, people's risk of dying and risk of cancer is at least double." While we still don't know why this happens, one thing's for sure: a lack of thymus or improperly functioning thymus can be terrible for your overall health. As Dr. Eric Berg points out, no thymus gland means
your risk for infection goes up, your risk for getting cancer goes up, your risk of getting an autoimmune disease also goes up.
Here's the 2 other diseases this organ can fight off. Number 1. Fights off harmful bacteria and viruses. The thymus gland produces T cells, hence its name, which are responsible for fighting off any type of infections present in your body. Just look at this 2021 study, concluding that even if thymus function slows down as you age, it still greatly helps adults in fighting off deadly infections like HIV and COVID-19. Number 2. Reduces your risk of autoimmune diseases. Aside from its powerful healing properties, the thymus gland is also responsible for restoring balance in your body. The same 2023 study that concluded the thymus gland's cancer-fighting properties also revealed that patients who had their thymus removed also had greater chances of acquiring autoimmune disease. Autoimmune diseases like lupus and psoriasis are some examples of an overactive immune system that gets confused and starts attacking healthy cells in your body. Luckily, a properly functioning thymus works so hard that your immune system can properly recognize which cells should and should not be attacked. Now, are you ready to show your thymus some love? Here are 3 easy ways to keep your thymus in top shape. Tip number 1. Load up on antioxidants. The thymus gland is super important when it comes to defending you from the bad guys. It's in its most active during your childhood, but as you get older, it starts to shrink. When this happens, it becomes more sensitive to damage, like stress for example. This is where antioxidants come to give your thymus a shield, protecting your thymus gland against oxidative damage. That being said, ensure you are taking a minimally processed, organic, and antioxidant-enriched diet. Here are some of the foods you should eat daily. Also, don't forget garlic and turmeric. These powerful herbs have unique bioactive compounds that stimulate and help your thymus gland function properly. Tip number 2. Take selenium supplements. Selenium is another underlooked mineral for your thymus gland. Selenium provides anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, and immunomodulating properties, meaning that it stimulates your immune system, including your thymus, to produce healthy amounts of T cells. To ensure you're getting enough selenium daily, take a high-quality selenium supplement or get it from natural sources like Brazil nuts, eggs, and seafood. Tip number 3. Sleep well, exercise more. Quality sleep and exercise. Who knew taking care of your delicate organs could be that simple? Just think about it. These two, when done consistently, ensure your thymus is in top shape. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep to let your thymus rest and recharge. Then in the morning, start with a 30-minute brisk walk or strength training, followed by dynamic stretching. There are just as many mysteries surrounding sleep as there are around the elusive thymus gland, so it only makes sense that sleep plays a big role in the health of your thymus gland. These two combined can actively reduce stress hormones, which can negatively affect your thymus and the rest of you. Another important tip, according to Dr. Greg Falk, is to
It would help to take zinc. Make sure you're not zinc deficient, because whatever level of thymic function you have, you'll get the most out of that thymic function by making sure you're not zinc deficient.
Lastly, Dr. David Scotton explains the importance of this recent medical discovery, saying, "This study indicates that the consequences of thymus removal should be carefully considered when contemplating thymectomy. Turns out this useless organ in adulthood may not be so useless after all. Are you surprised by this shocking medical discovery? Do you know someone who had their thymus removed? Share this video with them so they'll be aware of this important piece of health news. Ready to unlock even more fascinating health secrets? Don't forget to support us by hitting the subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.